Hello, beautiful projectors. I'm Elle, Human Design Guide, specializing in human design projectors. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of what it means to be a projector in human design, especially as it relates to mastering the art of attracting abundance, success, and true prosperity without the hustle and the bustle that will burn you out. This conversation is all about shifting from exhaustion to ease in every area of your life. So if you're ready for that transformation, you're exactly in the right place. Before we dive in though, for those of you who already know you want to dive deeper, I want to remind you that I offer one-on-one human design readings, specializing in looking at abundance, money, success, prosperity, and how you can really live in alignment. And I work exclusively with projectors. So check out the link below to sign up for a one-on-one reading with me. Also, I have a free training called the Projector Prosperity Primer. Get that. It's going to change how you understand yourself and how you understand your relationship to money, and has some really powerful, actionable tools that you can apply to your abundance, success, and prosperity as a projector. Lastly, I offer the Rich and Rested Masterclass. If you want to be rich and rested and you want to really dive into honoring your energy, honoring your natural rhythms and your ebbs and your flow without having to push, hustle, grind, or burn out to get it. Now, on with the show. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is a projector and why does it matter? In human design, there are 5 aura types: reflectors, which are only 1% of the population, manifestors, manifesting generators, and generators, who collectively make up about 80% of the population, and projectors, who are 20% of the population. Reflectors and projectors are the 2 non-energy types, and the other 3 are energy types. Now, this is going to play very, very importantly into everything projectors need to know and understand about themselves. Being a non-energy type is very, very important for projectors to understand. When we as projectors understand that we are non-energy types, our whole relationship to ourself, our energy, and the world begins to transform, because we're no longer trying to live in the hustle and the bustle and the grind like the energy types do. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Because we make up only 20% of the population, most of the time, our parents, our grandparents, the society at large that we were raised in is not projectors. So we were raised to be energy types, most often by energy types. And so we live in this way of working like we have endless energy, like we can hustle and go and do in order to accomplish our goals. But we are not like those other people. We are very different and unique in the way that we relate to ourselves and our energy. As a projector, we are here to guide and lead others, but not in the traditional sense. Our auras are focused and penetrating. We're pretty intense people, which means we have the incredible ability to see very deeply into others. We understand what's happening. We can see, we can read a room, we can read a person, we can read a situation, we can read a scenario. We know all kinds of things that no one even has to say, because our aura is very intense and perceptive. We can see lots and lots of things and lots of layers. This unique ability allows us to guide others in ways that they can't see for themselves, which is why we're so powerful. However, this also means that we are not designed to work in the same way as others. We're not here to hustle and grind. We're here to master the art of working smarter and not harder in alignment with our energy. And so our insight, our perspective, our perception is our superpower. But here's the kicker. We don't have that same kind of sustainable energy as generators, as manifestors, as manifesting generators to go, and do. Instead, we excel in recognizing opportunities and directing our efforts in very intentional, deliberate, and focused ways, which means our path to success is more about influence and less about consistent effort and action. I think of us as the queen on the throne, as the goddess who gets to decide yes and no, who gets to point in the direction and say, I want that, I don't want that. Yes, that works for me. No, that doesn't work for me. We're not the ones going out there and toiling and laboring to get it. We're sitting and being the magnet and allowing what we desire to come to us. Our success comes when we're recognized and invited to share our wisdom. This is essential for every projector to know. Now, I know if you've been kind of dibbling and dabbling in your human design as a projector, you may have heard that we are here to wait for the invitation. That is our strategy. We have to be invited to share our wisdom. We have to be invited to share our insights. We have to be invited to share our power and our potency and our magic and our medicine. And that may sound a little discouraging, right? That may not sound very exciting because it's like, I see all this stuff. I know all this stuff. I have all this stuff to share. But that's not how it works, because we have to be recognized as someone who has valuable insight to share before we just go fire hose sharing it with everybody. Now, remember I said we are non-energy types, which basically means we have a select amount of energy that we have for the day, for the moment, for the hour. And if we spend all of our energy on people who are not inviting us to share it, who don't want to receive it, who aren't interested in receiving it, it's like the Bible says, casting our pearls before swine, right? Like it's like we're just wasting our energy. And because we're not going to self-replenish until we take time out to pause, to rest, to restore, then we've just wasted all of our precious energy. Instead, it serves us to be recognized and formally invited to then share our powerful perspective so that we know it's not being wasted. That's part of why projectors burn out so easily. It's because we are pushing ourselves so much and so hard that we don't realize that we are pushing ourselves in a direction that hasn't even been solicited or desired or valued. This is why I say, again, projector energy is goddess energy. Goddesses aren't out there trying to convince people that they're valuable, that they deserve to be recognized, that they deserve to be invited, that why doesn't someone give them a chance? Why aren't they being recognized? Goddesses know who they are. They sit in their power. They sit in their potency. They sit in their wisdom. And the people who are drawn to them are recognizing who they actually are. They recognize their power. They recognize their potency, and they invite the goddesses to share their perspective. That is projector energy. We're here to receive invitations, not chase after them. And there is this huge shift that projectors have to make from being a traditional go-getter, go, 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 do, hustle, grind, achieve, accomplish your goals, to actually learning that you are enough, you are sufficient. You just have to be in your mastery, be in your power, be in your potency, embody it. And then when the right people recognize you, they will invite you to share. It's kind of a 180 flip from how we've been conditioned to believe how we are supposed to achieve success. Traditional success strategies don't work for projectors. They just don't. So if you've been pushing yourself to work long hours, always trying to do more, prove that you're a good worker, a good employee, even a good boss, but you're feeling burnt out, exhausted, like you're running on fumes, then you're moving in the wrong direction. You're going against your natural energetic flow. Generators have a kind of a self-replenishing energy. Manifestors have a self-replenishing energy. Manifesting generators have a self-replenishing energy. Projectors, when we give away our energy, when we share our energy with, whether that's from our attention, from our time, from our efforts, from our power, our potency, we have to rest in order for that energy to be replenished and restored. And so because we live in a society that is 70, 80% energy types, we often think that that is the way that everyone is supposed to go. Everyone is supposed to have consistent, sustainable energy that allows them to go, 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 and do. And while that may be true for most people, that is truly not true for us. And when projectors, when we start getting honest with ourselves, when we start really telling the truth about how we would love to operate if given our best opportunity, how we would love to show up for the world, I bet your bottom dollar is not about go, 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 and do, and hustle and grind. If we knew how to create success on our own terms by resting and receiving and still create the success that we desire, almost every single projector on the face of the planet would take it. Right? Every single projector wants the keys to that kingdom. No one wants to burn themselves out because our energy operates in a completely different way. We have bursts of energy where we can be incredibly productive, but we also need rest We need downtime. We need time to replenish and recharge. And so often we can find ourselves beating ourselves up for not being consistent enough, right? Not being able to maintain an energetic schedule. But part of it is giving ourselves permission, letting ourselves off the hook from trying to keep up with the Joneses, because we are not the Joneses. We are not here to run on energy the way that they are. Once we give ourselves that permission to flip the script and flip the switch and really start resting and moving from that place of a full tank, it's a game changer. The problem arises when we try to force ourselves to work like generators, like manifesting generators, like manifestors, like energy types. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It's not going to work. No matter how good you are, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much you sacrifice, you're sacrificing yourself at the end of the day. Instead, it's really about embracing your natural rhythm, those natural ebbs and flows of your energy, honoring it, because it's actually how you work. It's your natural makeup. It's who you actually are. It's where your true power lies. And when you honor this, you can create success in a way that feels effortless and easy and aligned, because that's your natural flow. That's who you are here to be and what you're here to do. So this is why it's so important for projectors to understand our natural energy and work with it, not against it. And that's exactly what I help my clients do in my one-on-one human design chart readings and the Rich and Rested Masterclass. Like, it's really about not only recognizing it, right? Honoring it, knowing that, and then how do we leverage that? How do we really create a unique strategy, a unique plan to leverage it and create success? Because so often what we've been taught and told is that if you don't work hard, you won't have the money. If you don't labor and burn yourself out and work yourself to the bone, you're not going to be successful. And I don't think that's true for anybody, but it's really not true for projectors. I guide projectors to create success from ease and not exhaustion and not effort, so that you can live and thrive in alignment with your true, most authentic self, which is like fully fulfilled, fully energized, deeply well rested, and still very successful. This understanding is pivotal when we talk about attracting money and opportunities, because as projectors, our wealth comes from our wisdom, not from our action, not from our busyness, not from being preoccupied and going and doing. Our wealth comes from our perspective, our power, our potency. People often say that projectors can accomplish something in 30 minutes that other design types may take 3 days to teach. But because we're so powerful, we're so potent, we're so penetrating, we can just get right to the heart of the matter. But that means you come from a well-rested place. You come from a clear and focused place. You're not doing a million different things, trying to maintain a million different pockets with a million different pots on the fires, with a million different irons in the fire. You're focused and you're in your own mastery of what you're here to do and who you're here to be. So how do you honor your natural energy as a projector? The first step is recognizing that you don't need to be on all the time. It's okay to rest. It's necessary, in fact. Your periods of rest are just as important as your periods of action and productivity, because they allow you to recharge and tap into your wisdom. One of the biggest shifts you can make as a projector is that you can stop comparing yourself to others. Because as I said, 80% of the world is an energy type. So they're doing things very differently than you were going to do as a projector. They are creating success from a very different baseline than you will. So comparing yourself to them is not helpful to you at all, because they have consistent energy. You don't. And our value as projectors does not come from how much we can do, but how effectively we can guide. And that requires rest. That requires trusting our authority, which we're not going to talk about in this video, but there are other videos where I talk about it. What's essential for this level of clarity, of focus, of success is being incredibly selective, deliberate, and intentional about where you put your energy and who you spend your time with. Because as I said, we don't have a ton of energy as projectors. So you don't want to be all over the place, spending all this time and energy with people who aren't recognizing you. It's so important for projectors to become, dare I say, snobby with your energy. Don't spend time with people who don't recognize you, who don't acknowledge who you are, who don't see your power, your potency, your perspective, and who don't recognize the value of what you bring to the table. Because you're not going to bring the hustle and the grind to the table. You're not going to bring the multitasking to the table, right? You're going to bring the depth, the penetration, the intensity, the perspective, the guidance, the wisdom. That's what you bring to the table. And so if you're spending time with people who don't recognize that about you, who don't honor and celebrate that about you, you're again wasting your time and energy, because you're never going to be able to convince people how amazing you are. Either they see it or they don't. But it's not because you were tap dancing and trying to prove it. It's because you were embodying it. It's because you were just being it. And some people will get it and some people won't. But it's not up to you to try and convince those people to get it. Part of being a projector, and when we talk about the projector aura, is the projector aura has a projection field, which essentially means people see their projections of you. They don't see who you authentically are. Now, there are going to be a few people who do see who you authentically are, who do recognize who you really are. And those are the people that you want to spend your time with, that you want to share your energy with, that you want to invest in those relationships. Most of the people aren't. They're going to see their projections of you. And so part of the practice of like really preserving and conserving your energy as a projector is not to take it personally, not to take other people's projections of you personally, because they're going to project and you don't have to accept. Okay? A little rhyme for you. Another important key aspect of honoring your energy as a projector is learning to wait for the right invitations. As projectors, we thrive, we come alive, we feel full and joyous and complete when we're recognized and invited into opportunities that align with our gifts, that align with our wisdom, our power, our potency, our magic, and our medicine. We feel whole because, as I said, most people only see their projections of us. And so when someone really sees who we truly are, we're like, oh, finally, someone sees me, right? It feels so good. Waiting to be recognized can feel or seem counterintuitive, especially if you've been conditioned to believe that you have to go out, you have to show people, you have to do things, you have to prove who you are, you have to prove your value, you have to make things happen. But trust me, when you are recognized and you start receiving the right invitations, the success you desire is inevitable because it is aligned and effortless. Now, if you're struggling with this, I highly, highly recommend that you check out my free training, the Projector Prosperity Primer. We dive deep into this. The link is in the show notes. The link is down below. It's a free training designed to help you understand how to attract the right invitations and opportunities into your life. And if you're ready to go even deeper and really look at money and ease, check out my Rich and Rested Masterclass. It will guide you through creating a life and business that honors your energy as a projector. It's really chef's kiss, top shelf. So because for us as projectors, success comes through recognition and invitations, it's not about relentless self-promotion, labor, or toil. When we align with this, when we really trust it, when we really embody it, those invitations start pouring in. How do we attract abundance as projectors? The first thing is by understanding that our energy is precious. It is limited. It is couture. It is highly valuable. We are high-powered CEOs of our own life with limited time, limited energy. We can't be giving it all out to every single body. We are not Walmart. We are Chanel, okay? We need to delegate and use our energy wisely. Everyone doesn't get access to it. We are not available for everyone. We have to be incredibly discerning. And who gets access to it? The people who recognize us. This means prioritizing tasks, relationships, what we say yes to that aligns with our strengths, and outsourcing the other things. It's waiting to be invited and not just forcing our opinion, forcing our perspective, forcing our thoughts on people. Our interaction should be deliberate and meaningful with a focus on how we can add value through our unique insights when we are invited. We're not here to impress, we're here to embody. And that is the game changer. Because we don't live in a society that's really all about success from being, but really success from doing, it can be a little uncomfortable when we start trying it on for size for ourselves, but it may be a little disorienting to other people to be like, why is she just chilling? And so this is why when I first started studying human design, so many of the human design teachers who were manifesting generators and generators, most of them were like, oh, the projectors are so lazy, they're tired, you just need a lot of rest, da, 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 da. But it was like, that's not actually it. Our rest periods are time for restoration, replenishment, fulfilling ourselves. It's time when we're actually learning and studying and mastering our gifts. We're not here to be on all the time. We're not here to be engaged all the time. We're actually here to be restored and replenished. So let's talk about investments, be it time, energy, or money. For projectors, our best investments are those that promise the return through alignment with our core strengths. Think strategic partnerships, advisory role, projects where we can guide and shine. We're not here to be the worker bees. We're here to be the ones who are saying, this is the vision. This is how we can do it. This is the strategy to make it the most efficient, the most effective, the most impactful. Because one of the most important aspects of being a projector is understanding the strategy of waiting for the invitation. Again, this is crucial for our success and well-being. But waiting for the invitation doesn't mean being passive or doing nothing. It's about being selective and discerning. Waiting for the invitation is the projector strategy. We have to recognize that our energy is precious and that we're here to guide those who recognize and value our wisdom. When we wait for the right invitations and don't just fire hose our wisdom to everyone and everything, we're aligning ourselves with opportunities that are truly meant for us. Opportunities where we can shine, make a powerful impact, and make great money. Now, part of making great money as a projector is charging a great rate. And I will talk about this in a future video. Because again, we are couture. Our energy is expensive. And this is important to know as you keep honing your skills, honing your mastery, honing your craft, whatever your specialties are. Everyone should not have access to you. Everyone should not have access to your wisdom. Everyone should not have access to your expertise. You should be really making it a privilege to be able to work with you because you are so amazing. You are so powerful. You are so potent and you are so concentrated. Our energy as projectors is so concentrated. It does need to have somewhat of a velvet rope in order to be able to get access to it. And I'm not afraid to say it. Okay. But this can be incredibly challenging to projectors, especially if you're used to going out and making things happen. But when you start to really trust your process, follow your energy, wait for invitations, and not try and push or share your energy without being recognized and invited, you will find that the right opportunities and the right invitations just flow to you naturally. You'll attract the right people and experiences that you love, where you feel seen, where you feel valued, where you feel recognized, and that perfectly matches with your energy. So if you're finding it difficult to trust this strategy, or if you're unsure how to attract the right invitations, again, I am here to help. I love being a projector and I love working with projectors. So sign up for a one-on-one chart reading, get the Rich and Rested Masterclass, get the Projector Prosperity Primer. Do all three, dive in so that we can really support you in being well-resourced and wealthy as a projector. Now, as I mentioned, I love working with projectors. I love being a projector. And you might be wondering why I work exclusively with projectors. Well, it's because I understand and deeply know what it means to be a projector in a world that was not built for or by projectors. As I said, when I first started studying human design, none of my teachers were projectors. They were all energy types, and they didn't really understand what it meant to be a projector outside of their concept of being a projector. It was something they'd read in a book or heard someone say, but they don't really know what the embodied experience is. And I do know. I know the challenges, the frustrations, and I know our incredible potential when it comes to actually being a projector, living our design. So having walked this path myself, having lived this path myself, I have learned how to masterfully navigate the ebbs and flows of my energy as a projector and still make money and still be successful and still create the results I desire without working myself to the bone, without pushing myself to the edge, without trying to labor myself into success, but allowing success to come to me. And it's a game changer. When we embrace our unique flow of projector energy and create the success that feels deeply satisfying and sustainable, it's a whole new world. It's a whole different world. So my mission is to help other projectors do the same, because I know how powerful it is to have someone in your corner who truly understands you, who understands how you work as a projector, who understands how you can create the success you desire without relying on like those empty tropes of, oh, projectors are so tired, you need energy, la, la, la. This is why I'm known as the projector whisperer. And I love working with projectors. I love being a projector. I mean, the other energy types are great, but there's enough of them out there working with each other, right? I like going deep. I always would rather go deep than wide. And I love going deep with projectors. It's like the joy of my heart. So I'm here to help you unlock your potential, to guide you towards creating success with ease, and to show you that you don't have to sacrifice your well-being in order to achieve your dreams. This isn't just theory. I do not live in theory. This is lived experience backed by the profound system of human design. And as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Being a projector is a gift. You're here to guide, to lead, to show others the way in a powerful and unique path. But to do that, you need to honor your energy and trust the process of waiting for the right invitations. Remember, you do not have to do this alone. Humans are not made to do things alone. And as a projector, I deeply understand how to guide other projectors. So if you're feeling unseen, undervalued, or just plain tired of the conventional bump and grind, remember this. Your potential as a projector is immense. It's about stepping into your role as a leader and a guide, not just a doer. So if you're ready to dive deeper into understanding your human design and how to create success with ease, I'm here for you and I'm here for it. Whether it's through a personal one-on-one human design chart reading, the free Projector Prosperity Primer training, or the Rich and Rested Masterclass, there's a path for you to explore that will help you thrive as the powerful, potent projector that you are. Thank you for joining me today. Helpful. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with other projectors who could benefit from this message. It really helps other projectors find this conversation and this content. Until next time, my loves, honor your energy, embrace your power, and remember that success is meant to be effortless for you. Truly, the projector signature is success. So I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.